in Bangkok. We're off out for drinks, some street food. Jode's gonna eat loads of spicy stuff.
Obviously, cannot wait for this.
And just gonna see what we see. Also, how cute is this? Okay, first up we found a pad thai stall. It looks so good! Oh my god, it looks so good. I cannot wait. Taste test it for us, Jodes. So we got back from an evening of exciting street food tasting. We had pad thai, chicken skewers, sugarcane juice, which was really good, really sweet, and then roti with cooked banana and Nutella, and again that was really good. And then we just went for a couple of drinks, and now it's only like 10:30, but we are so tired. We've been up, how long did you say it was, Jodes?
Like over 30 hours now.
Over 30 hours. So we sleepy, and we've got to be up at 8, so yeah, see you tomorrow. So it's day 1 in Bangkok. Well, first full day. We're just off on a little sightseeing day. To see some of the main monuments, so yeah, see you now. Made it to Grand Palace. We've got our matching gap yacht pants on. Exciting. Looks like you, Jodes. So we just finished in the Grand Palace, picked up some fruit, mango, dragon fruit, so nice. And we're just heading off to get a water taxi over to Wat Arun Temple. We are in a tuk-tuk, as you can see, and we're just heading over to Sampeng Market, which I think is like a little street market, like food and stuff. I hope we're a bit hungry. Good time! And now we're just getting ready. Just showered, as you can see, because I look like a drowned rat. And then we're heading off out soon to a rooftop bar, which is meant to be really nice. And then we're going to go to one of the night markets in the red light district. So off out on our second night in Bangkok. Give us an OOTD, Jodes. Love it.
I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get watched.
What's wrong with the spring roll, Jodes?
A little bit spicy. Spicy!
So, back at you from the world's worst vlogger. So we went out, went to a really cute little rooftop bar in like the rich area of Bangkok. It was really, really nice. Got some cute pics. It was quite fancy. Then we got a tuk-tuk to one of the red light districts here in Bangkok. And we'd wanted to try this like chicken lasagna pasta bake. No, chicken lasagna bake. And we were hungry. So we went in. I needed a wee. So we went in, got that. Got these like shaker fries, which are, as they sound, where they give you the seasoning separate to the fries and then a separate bag, and then you shake it up the amount that you want. They were really good. And then strawberry Fanta, also really good. So Thai McDonald's doing well. Then we got a tuk-tuk back to near where we're staying, and we're just getting some more street food, spring rolls, having a couple of drinks, and yeah. What are you singing, Jodie? What are you singing?
And now the feeling grows.
So, new day in Bangkok. It's pretty late, it's like 11:30. We're about to check out of our hotel. Then we're gonna go find the bus station for the bus that we've got to get to now. Then we're gonna go get a taxi to this thing called the Unicorn Cafe, which is like really pink and fluffy and Tinkerbell. Then we're going to go to a monument, but I don't know what it is really.
It's like a viewpoint.
A viewpoint with a temple. There's probably a Buddha there. But we'll show you when we get there. And then tonight we've got a bus from 9 PM tonight, overnight, and then we arrive at 8:30 AM in the morning in Koh Tao after getting like basically an overnight bus and a ferry. So we've just packed up and we're going to go to 7-Eleven now and go get some snacks for the journey. We've seen red velvet Oreos and they sound fun. So yeah, see you later. Bye.
Yeah, we bastard.
Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
We've made it to Unicorn Cafe. It's very pink. Lots of unicorns. Started eating, but we got chips, sauce, cupcake. Joe's got waffles, ice cream, and hot chocolate. Oh, it's so good, so yummy. How are you feeling about the Unicorn Cafe, Jones?
I'm extremely happy right now.
Worth the travel.
And it's raining as well, so it's worked out perfectly. We're indoors for it, so
Yes.
very happy.
Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
Made it to Golden Temple. Hopefully
พอ
you
ถึง
can
คราวที่
hear
จะทำเราก็
everything,
ทำ
but
ได้
we're starting the
ใน
ascent.
เวลาที่เรานำมาว่า
Ain't got no money. Still I'm singing, ooh, I think it looks so good. Don't you think it looks so good? Ooh, I think it looks so good. Don't you think it looks so good? Baby tonight, baby tonight, baby tonight, baby tonight, baby tonight, baby tonight.
So we just got back from the Golden Mountain Temple. That was really good. I think it's been one of my favourite things we did actually.
Yeah, I did.
Views were really, really good. And then we spent about 10 hours trying to get a taxi back because none of the taxi drivers wanted to take us. And they just kept laughing every time we said where we wanted to go.
Just think they didn't want you, to be honest.
Maybe.
They took one look at you and you was like, no, not for me.
And now we're just waiting for our bus, which is at 7, and the time now is
5:30.
5:30. So we've just come to a little bar, the same one we came to the other day because we love it.
And there's lots of fans.
Lots of fans,
Ideal.
literally. 1, 2, duck, Jodie. Where's the 3? Awkward. Yeah, so just having a drink. Then we're going to go get some food. I think we'll probably get another pad thai maybe, or something like that. And then bus at 7 overnight. Exciting. We've got the kit on. Bye hotel. Bye. And we're on the road. On the road again. I don't know the rest of the song. Woo! Right, we're in Koh Tao now, but we thought, oh my ears, still. We thought we do.
Why are we doing it when we both look gross?
I've lost my eyebrows because of the sun. So now my forehead is a 7 head rather than the 5 that it was before. Anyway, we are in Koh Tao, but we thought we'd do a little recap of Cock of the Bank.
We do best and worst thing, aren't we?
Yeah, so best thing generally and worst thing generally about Bangkok and our experience. And then if one of our pals were going, the number one thing we'd recommend them to do, whether it's like an activity or a bar or try a certain food or whatever. So yeah, Jodie, take it away with your worst.
My worst thing about Bangkok was definitely the smell. Which
You're so rude.
no, which sounds weird unless you've been and smell it. But we were saying at one point, didn't we? Just I think because of the heat, I described it as it smells like warm, gone off fruit. But I don't know if that's because like they leave it out on the streets and it's hot and stuff like that. But every now and again you got a big whiff of it, and it wasn't a horrific smell, but it definitely wasn't pleasant.
It wasn't.
And like wherever you were, you could smell it. Like even in the hotel room and stuff like that, couldn't you? You were like, oh, it smells like Bangkok.
And it wasn't us before someone suggested that it
wasn't
us.
Rachel's trumps. So yeah, my worst thing about Bangkok would be the smell, which out of all the things you could pick, I don't think it's a bad thing to be the worst thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just the constant smell 24 hours a day, yeah.
So my recommendation would be take nose plugs. No, I'm joking.
My worst thing generally was, I think, trying to get around. Now people say, oh my god, it's so easy to get around Bangkok. Right, it kind of is, because there's loads of options.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
And like we walked out where we could, but it's a pretty big city, and a lot of the things we wanted to do you couldn't walk to. And then you can get a tuk-tuk and they're great, but they're not the cheapest option if you're going quite far, and they don't go that far because they like to stay kind of around the backpacker area. So then we try and get a taxi, and then we'd get a taxi to a different part of the city, and then we'd try and get a taxi back, and we'd hail a taxi, and they would laugh at us when we said where we wanted to go, because I think they generally try and stick to their area. And so then they didn't want to take us back to where we came from. So it would take us like 6 attempts. And once we had to get a taxi halfway back, because he would only agree to take us halfway, get out and then hail another taxi to get back. And then there is like a sky monorail type thing, but that's only in one part of the city, like the built up city, and all the like tourist attractions and the backpacking area isn't in that region, so that didn't really help us at all. Number 1 recommendation.
No, we're not doing a highlight.
Oh, my highlight. Go on, your highlight then.
Mine was, is it called the Golden Mount?
Wait, pause. Okay, back. Needed a wee break. Golden Mountain, take it away.
That was my highlight. Basically, like, it's classed as a temple, isn't it? And you just like walk up quite a few stairs, don't you? But like, it's pretty, not shallow, that's not the word, what's it?
Accessible.
I mean, that's not the word I was going for, but yeah, it's not super steep, but you walk like round the outside of this temple building, and then you get to the top, and there's just, if you walk round, it's like outside, and if you walk round it, there's like 360-degree views of Bangkok. And I think that's the best way to like really appreciate Bangkok, like the city as a whole. Views were amazing.
Yeah, I feel like
also
it's a good
helps.
cultural way of seeing the views.
Yeah, definitely.
Not just...
Yeah. What was yours?
Mine was a bit more general than that. And that was just, I loved all the streets that were all like so pretty, with loads of street vendors. They were really big on like lanterns and stuff like that hanging from all the
Lots
bars.
of fairy lights and stuff.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
which
we love.
Give me a fairy light and a
Can't
lantern and
complain.
I'm there. And yeah, it was all just very, very aesthetic. Even the kind of like cheap bars are still pretty aesthetic. So I think that was my favourite things, just all the little pedestrian, well, theoretically, pedestrian streets that just aligned with really nice bars and street food, and you could just walk up them for hours. So that was my favourite thing generally. What was your recommendation?
I think if I went, maybe ride a tuk-tuk, I think that would be mine. I think there's probably no other experience like it.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, it was like a roller coaster that lasted 20 minutes. Like, you feared for your life, but it was good. And I feel like there's very little places where you'll experience anything like that.
Yeah.
So defo ride a tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
But haggle.
My recommendation is the same as Jodie's favourite thing, and that was the Golden Mountain. I just loved it. I think everyone should do it. It was just so cultural, so cheap to go into. Rewarded with good views for not much effort, to be honest.
But take long pants. We didn't
Trousers.
think of it as a temple.
She means trousers.
Oh, God. Wear long trousers, because you think you're going for this viewpoint, but it is actually classed
Right.
as a temple.
Can someone
so-
actually tell me? We've had so many arguments about this.
God.
Please. Is it trousers or pants?
Underpants go under your pants, hence the name. Argument settled. Literally argument settled.
All right. Is it breakfast, lunch, dinner?
Oh,
Or
that's just a different argument.
Okay, brunch. Argument settled.
As you can see, day 5. Our friendship is stronger
Day
than ever.
5 in a quarter. Okay, I might crop that out. Yeah, so that's a little rundown of Bangkok. We're like 3 days into Koh Tao, 2 days, and I've not even started putting together the vlog, so sorry about the delay, but
Who knows when it will be out? Maybe when we get back to England.
no. But we're too busy having fun. and also too sleepy in the evenings to do it. So yeah, anyway, this has been fun. See you in the next vlog in Koh Tao.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.